Good morning, everyone. This video I'm pre-recording for Clint to play for you tomorrow morning, Friday morning, December 11th. We are going to continue on working our way through the 14th chapter of Luke's Gospel. This is verses 7 to 11 that we want to talk about tonight, tomorrow morning for you all. So let's just dive right into this, as I know Clint's going to have spoken a little bit beforehand, so hopefully everybody's here. Let's take a listen here. Verses 7 to 11 in the 14th chapter of Luke's Gospel. When he noticed how the guests chose the places of honor, he told them a parable. When you are invited by someone to a wedding banquet, do not sit down at the place of honor, in case someone more distinguished than you has been invited by your host. And the host who invited both of you may come and say to you, "Give this person your place," and then in disgrace you would start to take the lowest place. But when you are invited, go and sit down at the lowest place, so that when your host comes, he may say to you, "Friend, move up higher." Then you will be honored in the presence of all who sit at the table with you. For all who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. So this is a parable about humility, isn't it? It's not that you think less of yourself, but you think more of others. Is roughly the quote from C.S. Lewis. You don't think that you don't think that you're all that. Let's put it that way. Think that you realize that somebody else might need the place of honor. Somebody else might be more worthy than I am here. I'm just here to be a humble servant to do the Lord's work. That's what we need to remember here. Ego is a problem for many of us, and I always talk about ego and preach against ego. And I always bring up I should say, bring up the quote from my mentor, Bob Mulby, that when ego walks in the door, God walks out. So, and that's very true. It is very true. It's difficult to do the Lord's work when you're only thinking about your own. What am I going to get out of this? And that's why we shouldn't, when we're doing things and we're helping out with projects, we shouldn't insist that we get this gold plaque with our name on it or something like that, or name this building or this project after me because I gave them money. No, that's not the way you're supposed to do it. The left hand's not supposed to know what the right hand is doing. Remember that always, that you give in the right, you work and you serve and you donate and all of those things in the right state of mind. Not about yourself. It's about doing God's work and doing the work of the kingdom. That's should always be first and foremost in our mind. So that is what we've got from this. We're going to continue on tomorrow and maybe even the next, I think, talking about this still. We're still at this meal. This is Jesus teaching at dinner. That's one of the things about meal fellowship that's so important to us as Christians. There's so much to be accomplished. We have fellowship, but we also learn. Don't be careful. If you're not careful, you might learn something, as the old saying goes. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I will be back with you live tomorrow morning. And so with that, be blessed. And as always, be a blessing to someone today, tomorrow for you all. See you then. Bye-bye.